up YouTube? Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Every single booty, you know the vibes in it isn't a thing. I first have to excuse myself because I think my voice is gonna go soon, but nonetheless, let's get right into this video. So today I'll be talking to you guys about my first date experience, as well as whether a guy or a girl should pay on the date, and I'll end off with some advice from my personal experience of how to act on a date. Before we get into the details, please subscribe, like this video, and comment down below what your opinion is about the topic. So my first date was when I was 16. I was 16 years old on my first date, guys. It was so scary because I'm such a hopeless romantic, so I genuinely watch all these like romantic movies, you know, like Titanic, To All the Boys I've Loved Before, you know, those types of things. So I was like, okay, it's gonna be like amazing, it's gonna be perfect, but it wasn't.
Hashtag
But I think we live and we learn. So yeah, so basically what happened was, it was actually quite a thought out day. What we did was we had lunch and we had movies and we walked around a bit and, you know, did the things, right? But it was so bad. It was so bad, guys. I don't even know how to put this across, because like honestly I was so awkward. I was so awkward, and I know I killed the vibes. Like I genuinely was like thinking to myself,
don't say stupid stuff, or like don't do things that are, you know, like,
I didn't want to make things awkward, but I didn't want to like sound dumb at the same time. Do you know what I mean? So I put a lot of pressure on myself for the first date because I was expecting it to be some type of like, you know, movie type scene things, you know what I mean? But I know I was wrong in not communicating with my date that it was my first date, so that he could make the experience like more, what's the word, exciting, more like, you know, romantic type of thing. It was definitely my fault. Like I know I was wrong. Like I was so awkward. Like you think that I talk a lot, right? But I didn't know what to say. I was like sitting pretty and just like listening and nodding my head the whole time because I didn't know what to do and I didn't know what to say. After the lunch date, the most awkward lunch date I've ever had in my entire life, I think. Well, one of. So when we went to the movies, we were doing cute things, like we held hands and everything, so it was still, you know, we were still like in there. I was still there. I was like, okay, I can still be cute. And then afterwards we went to the movies, right? So he asked me like to pick a movie bit, so I'm looking at all those romantic comedies because that's just my vibe, and Mandem picks The Mummy. I was like why? But anyway, I was a bit scared of it, not gonna lie. I was just sitting there like, oh my god, there's spiders, you know. I was like, it was okay. I mean, as long as he had fun watching the movie, I was just going along with the flow, because then again, I was being awkward, so the least I could do was let him pick the movie, right? Like I ruined lunch. So that was about it, yeah. But it was really, really fun. And then after the movie, we went and got like ice cream and stuff. But it was chilled. Like, I know I was wrong, but having gone through that awkwardness, having gone through all of that, I still wouldn't change anything, because it made me like learn from that and be better on like other dates that I've been on. So it's just been so interesting, and it was quite an experience. I'm glad I got the bad ones out of the way because they've all been good so far, and yeah. So I put on my Instagram story what people thought about who should pay for the date, and I was like, don't even hold back, you know. I just wanted to hear all the answers and everyone's different perspectives. And a few of them said like the guy has to pay all the time, has to be a gentleman. Some people said, a lot of people also said like 50-50, you know, they must split the date because they do share the experience. together. Another common answer was that whoever initiated the date should pay for the date. Okay, so a lot of them are, you know, it's all debatable because I feel like it depends on your vibe as a person. So like if I was like an independent type girl, yeah, I wouldn't want you to pay for me at all. Do you know what I mean? But I'm not saying that I would never pay for a date, because why not? Do you know what I mean? My theory on the concept is definitely that if you ask me out, like if you did, I say, Dita, let's go out, I want to take you, blah, 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 blah. I expect you to pay for the date, genuine facts. If I initiate the date, like if I say, hey, I want to take you out, let's go, then I should pay for the date, only fair. So therefore, what I'm saying is I agree with the people that said whoever initiates the date. However, if it is a first date, right, a first date, I expect the guy to pay like all the time. If you don't pay for the date, I'm sorry, if you don't pay for the first date, I already know that we're just mates. It's not gonna go anywhere. If you don't pay for the dates, it's like, because I have a theory that if we both say we're hanging out, let's go out, and we know we're both going to pay 50-50, then we're mates, right? So if you tell me like we're going out and then I'm paying for myself, I've already friend zoned you mentally, because that's just where we stand, because we know we've set the standard that every time we go out, we're just gonna pay for our own stuff, and that's okay. I'm not saying it's a problem, I mean, but like I've mentally friend zoned you. Do you know what I mean? But I think that if it's a first date and you saying like, listen, I want to take you out, you have to pay as a guy. And most girls usually won't make that first move, but some people do. So when they do, they have to pay. Like, you must pay for it. You know what I mean? So that's just my like take on it. I'm not saying that you're wrong to want to split the bill. I'm not saying that you're wrong for wanting to initiate it, but I guess that's just everyone's theory. Another exception to the rules for me is when you're in a relationship. Like when you're in a proper like girlfriend, boyfriend, you know, we've been dating for 3 months now, then the situation becomes different, because then in my opinion, you guys obviously speak about it and you guys know what each other's financial situations are, and you're able to compromise, and you know, the girl can pitch in, the guy can pitch in more. Like over there, it really doesn't matter as long as you guys just go out and have a good time. But if you are trying to woo me or woo someone, you know, I feel like you should pay for at least the first 3 dates, and then we can get comfortable about splitting. But I definitely feel like the gent must pay if you're gonna take me out, at least for the first 3 dates, and then we can start splitting it. But if you split on the first date, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say, because you know what I mean? Now I'm gonna give you guys some advice and some stuff that I've honestly learned from dating experience or from dating, is that you should never, ever, ever, ever go on a date and set your expectations like really, really high. Honestly, just go out, have fun. Don't be afraid to try new things. Don't be afraid to eat specific foods, because on my first dates, I genuinely, I ordered a wrap just so that I can eat it with a fork and knife and look cute when I know I wanted a burger. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to seem clumsy, but at the same time, it's like, I should have just done it. I should have just ate. Damn, I should have just ordered the burger, because then my day would have been made. You know what I mean? You should always be yourself. Don't try to like act fancy. Don't try to act high and mighty. Like honestly, just crack your own jokes. Just honestly talk like you're talking to yourself. Like, you know what I mean? So that they can have like a real feel of your energy and your vibes, and see whether they actually want to continue going out with you. Another thing I would say is definitely always bring your own money, because you never know, some people decide mid-date that vibes are not feeling it, and they're gonna tell you like to split when you originally thought that they might pay. So just always have your own money, like just in case, because you never know. The streets are cold, the streets are not for everybody. And yeah, so the last piece of advice I would give you guys is to definitely live in the moment. Like, enjoy the date, be there in mind and body, so that you can experience it and enjoy it wholeheartedly, and you're just not you know, going with the flow. Like honestly, enjoy the date. I guess that's all that I have to say, really. I don't really have a lot of tips as yet, because I feel like with each date there's different aspects, but I think the advice remains the same, in that you have to be yourself, always, you know, enjoy it, and yeah, man. Okay, I hope that you guys learned a little bit more about me, and I hope that you guys got to see my theory and see, you know, I think my theory works, like it just makes sense. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe this video. Don't forget to share it with your friends as well. Comment down below what you think should happen on a date, who should pay, and what your ideal first dates would be. That would be an interesting topic. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll check you on the next video. Bye.